it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. How's everyone doing this evening? It is April 23rd. Yeah, April 23rd. Where's the time gone? Look at me. I always got to fiddle with stuff. Anyways, I wanted to hop on here tonight to show you that I've done nothing today. I've started making a crab, and I've already mentioned that in this video. I'm just adding to it. Actually, I did a video today. You may have already seen it. It may be uploading now, but I hung out with my mom today. We went to the dollar store, and for some strange reason, I lost the audio, and it wasn't plugged into anything. But I did have my clicker that comes with my stand. The first stand that I ever had, I still have it. It's working fine. I have bought probably a dozen after this one. None of them last. This one it's a Yugen, and it has a clicker. The stand is plastic. Yeah, it's nice. And you know, a lot of these things have the metal ball and you tighten it. This doesn't have a metal ball. It has a black plastic ball, but I don't know. It's been very durable and I've been very lucky to have it. I wish I could share it with you. Let me open this door so she can see that I'm here. The wind is blowing. Okay, I had to attach the door and I'm having a muscle spasm. I used a muscle I probably forgot I had, right? Anyways, so let me show you what I've gotten done today. Not much. This is on the bathing suit cover. Y'all, that is a lot of work. Yeah, and I haven't even finished it. It's part of flowers. There's still going to be 2 more petals on the next row. But yeah, it's very slow. Slow going. Yep. And I'm using a number 4 hook. Recommended was like a 2.75. No. Nope, that ain't happening. So, but yeah, and then I was gonna make a crab. I still am trying to make a crab with this gum. It's not called. Gum drop. I want to call it gum drop. It's the same color. The colorway is confetti. Very pretty yarn. So, but yeah. I don't know if I mentioned this. I might have. But, you know, I gave my dad two sea creatures, a goldfish. I called it, it's a betta, a Japanese fighting fish. I made its tail kind of fluffy. It looks more like a goldfish. And then the other one is an eel. And my dad gave the goldfish to the little boy out back. The other one, and his mother's birthday's tonight, and she got the eel. So I gave them to him. I said, you do with them what you may. You can give them away, put a smile on somebody's face, and say, Dad's a lot like me. He's very giving. There are some people that he takes care of. If you're on his radar to take care of, you're set. Yep. All right, I gotta figure out. No. please tell me that this is coming from another part of this cake and not, yeah, it's coming from the center. Okay, I scared myself. Okay, it's coming from the center. Okay. So, anyways, last night I was working on this and I got like sick of it. I'm like, nah. So I started working on my gator blanket and then I fell asleep. But yeah, Sadie's having a good day. She hasn't gotten away from me. We were over at my dad's though. She's so silly. She's being silly with my dad. So, but this is gonna be Charlie the Crab by Sharon. A pattern by Sarah over at Crochet Vision. And I believe I already mentioned that. I'm repeating myself, I bet. I'm not sure. But anyways, I just wanted to hop on here and start crocheting. I'll probably just play music. I might play music. I don't know. I've got to read a pattern. I want to learn this crab pattern, and it's on actually the phone that I am recording on. Dang it, I did it again, didn't I? I've gone and done it. Oh goodness. Makes me think of Shania Twain, that saying. A song that y'all, have you seen her? She's had a lot of work done. She doesn't even look like the same person. She is so beautiful. I mean, for whatever reasons, people do what they've got to do, but sometimes it's like, can you see what you're doing to yourself? Can you even see what you're doing to yourself? Yeah. And there's a Fox commentator, but from here up, he can't move his face. He looks, I don't know. I think sometimes the Botox can really make people look scary more than they look better. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop. That's not nice, is it? I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, I have nothing against it. My son does aesthetics, I think that's what it's called, in his office, but there's some people, I don't know, they do more than that. Yeah, they destroy their face. Yeah. All right. Weapon of choice. Yarn of choice. This, y'all, pray I get that done. I'm just so, it's very slow going. Now this, I've cut this yarn several times. I've lost 24 inches. Yeah, 2 foot. Because something's wrong with the yarn. This ball versus the other 2. Or did I just use 1? Now I can't remember. But it was falling apart before I even could use it. And all I did was 4 single crochets and a magic circle, right? 3 and 4. See, it's not doing it. Something's wrong with this yarn. Premier, I want a refund. Yeah, I can't. Look. I cannot do a magic ring with this. All right, so I had to cut the rest off because it's all bumpy. Let's try it again. This time I'm going to do it really loose. Loosey-goosey. I mean, I am new to amigurumi. I would not call myself a major beginner because I'm learning how to deal with some of the pros and cons of the yarn. There. Yay! So now, so we got 1, 2, I've already lost. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. 3 and 4. That's the last one. So we do. All right, so the next row, oh gosh, it's splitting again. We're gonna do 2. So 1, I'm going to do increases all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something right? I don't think that's right. Hold on, y'all. Where's my other phone? I think I have it on my other phone. Hang on. I'm ready to strangle PayPal. They want me to change my way of paying because I denied charges. They're wanting me to pay for music. I don't want to pay for music. I canceled it, so I wanted to upgrade something. And so it added the music and the new upgrade. And so I canceled the music again. So now it won't let me upgrade my iCloud. I'm just ready to strangle. I'm telling you, Apple is they're scammers. Anyways, they're supposed to be bringing us jobs. Let's hope they do. I'm getting a soda because I'm hot. Y'all, I've got all my food in the refrigerator. I am not leaving anything in the cabinets until I bomb this place. I bought some stuff to bomb this place, but I haven't done it. I'm gonna turn the air on. Sadie's outside. In this refrigerator, if you shut the refrigerator too hard, the freezer pops open. It's always something, huh? Always. All right, we're gonna make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Hopefully my battery's not dead yet. No. This pattern is a Crochet Vision. Yes, I paid that. That's all I want to pay. I don't want to pay anything else. And you know what? I did write them a letter, and you know what? They only charged me for one service. Maybe they got that message. Okay. All photos and texts are copyright, Crochet Vision, reproduction. That is strictly forbidden. They mean the pattern. She's got a tutorial for this? Hold on a second, y'all.
Ultra Fire cervical hair pillow. Even orthopedic doctors are using it. Orthopedic expert recommendation.
This is the video pattern aid for Charlie the Crab. Here I'm going to show you how I attach all of the legs and get those tricky claws. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle in the color Tomato.
Y'all,
And
I'll be back. Tonight I am working on a pattern by Crochet Vision. Sarah, it's Charlie the Crab. And y'all, I'm having fun, and I keep doing it wrong because I keep try to do this. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I hate doing this to this yarn because this yarn is so fragile. Alright. I gotta turn the display to never lock so that now. Alright. Every time I turn around, it's always something. There we go. Alright, let's magic circle. Doesn't want to come apart. I swear. Alright, here we go. Look. It sucks. It's the scheme. Yeah, if you have those gaps, you can't pull anything closed. They don't get hung up on it. So, how's everybody's day going? Mine's been going good. Actually, I got a video. I went with my mom today to take care of some Tiffany's house because they bought property from Mom and Dad. And I don't know what happened, but Tiff wants to borrow. Oh man, I don't like this yarn. I had 2 great days with it making ammies, and this one ball, something's wrong with it. I have had to continuously cut it. Okay, let's do it really softly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the first stitch and the last. We can shut this bad boy. Okay. Barely. Barely. Okay. We're going to do it very lightly. Anyways, I'm sorry guys. I'm going to do my best to try to talk while I do this. That's 1. No. Here we go. Thank God for stitch markers. I'd be in trouble on this beginning anyways. You know, sometimes it's so weird. Sometimes things come really easy, and then sometimes it's like I just can't wrap my head around it. Makes me feel so much better. I'm on round 4 now, so I got past the bad spots, because yeah, these bad spots, you saw what just happened. How many times did I just start over? Actually, I probably deleted a few of them. You know. I don't have a whole lot going on. On Friday, Dad's appointments. He's got 2 appointments. We're going to get results to determine the plan. It was originally surgery. Y'all, they change everything. I hope you guys can hear me over that air conditioner. I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. I know I have a long sleeve shirt on, but it also protects me from bugs. But anywho, okay, I gotta do 2 of these. This is the thumb to the crab. The thought of having to start over. Dang. Y'all, I'm out of orange. Alright. I'm gonna color control the arms. I want them to be orange. I do have like orange yarn, blanket yarn, but I wanted to see what a crab looked like with this yarn too. So I'm gonna do the body in this kind of a bluish teal. I was gonna let it roll with the colors, but I don't know. I want the arms and the legs to be orange. Or maybe just the claws orange. I don't know. Y'all, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give this yarn a break because I keep having issues with it. I'm going to break out the new yarn. The Burnett Brights. Y'all, this is the new formula. It's soft. Yeah, it's soft. Yay. Okay. I'm using a number 8. I think I'm going to use a number 7 though. It says 8. I'm going to go down a hook size. Sarah's using, it looks like a 4.5. I don't know. I see her a lot of times using this pink hook. But I'm going to do a 7. So, yeah, I like the way this yarn feels. Feels stronger, and it doesn't feel icky. They have sewed. They've done such a good job in updating and upgrading the plushie yarn, because it's a busy industry. It's very competitive. I mean, there's several yarn companies that make this stuff, and people make a lot of plushies. It's what they do for a living. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it's amazing. All right. I surely would like to know where all my stitch markers are. Like my big ones. My big ones. Right here. I've got my metal container here somewhere. I wasn't that organized this last trip. I didn't pack as much as I normally do, and I kind of, I don't know. It was organized, but not organized. Does that make sense? You know, no matter how hard I try to put things where they need to be, I never can remember where I put them. It's just, that's me. So, just how things are with me. I'm gonna make a blue crab. They're popular here in Florida, and they're yummy. If you've never tried blue crab, you gotta try it. At least try it once. Let me tell you a little story. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3. Let me tell you a little story. I grew up in South Florida. My dad used to have lobster traps, and I used to go out there on the water with him when I was a little girl. I can remember getting seasick one time after eating spaghetti. But anyways, he used to bring lobster to the house, crab. I mean, all that seafood. I could not stand the smell of it. It stunk, so I assumed it tasted that way. So I would never eat seafood, and I didn't even as a young adult. And then I had split up with my first husband. I had 2 children by my first husband, Joey and Tiffany. Anyways, I bartended. I worked my regular job, but I also worked part-time jobs. And if you've been following me from the beginning, you know that I had like 2 part-time jobs, most of the time, and a full-time job, bartending and working on the farm, and then my day job, Monday through Friday, where I made money to pay the big bills, the insurance, you know what I mean? It was my real job. The other job paid babysitters and, extra money so we could do small things like put my kids in sports so I could afford cleats, jerseys and stuff like that. Anyways, getting back to the point, I never would eat seafood. Well, after I divorced my first husband, I went out with a guy that I worked with at the bar. He was a bouncer. I dated him actually for a little while. And he was a lot of fun, but he was not somebody to be serious with. Yeah, he would break your heart. And and I knew that, but I was having fun, And but anyways, he took me out to dinner, and he said, "We're gonna go eat seafood." I was like, "No, I'm not going. I don't eat seafood." He said, "You're gonna eat seafood, and you're gonna eat it. You're gonna at least try it. And if you don't like it," he says, "you don't have to eat it, but you're gonna try it." He ordered me a Maine lobster, and he took it out of the shell for me, everything, and he put it in a cup of butter, and he was like, he filled it up, that butter full of meat, and I was looking at him like, "You've lost your mind." Anyways, he's like, "You got to try it." He says, "You're going to eat that, and you're going to be ruined for life. You will love lobster. You will love seafood." Anyway, so I took a bite, that first bite, and I was hooked, y'all. So if you don't like, as long as you're not allergic to it, but if you've never tried lobster because you couldn't stand the smell of it, you got to try it. Oh my God. All those years that everybody ate lobster at the house around me, and Nancy ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because she couldn't stand the smell of it. I had no clue. And you know what? No one forced me to eat it either. I know why now. It's expensive. But isn't that funny? Yep. So I know a lot of you guys know what I just told you, but there are those few that have no clue what seafood tastes like. Or, like crab meat. My girlfriend, her dad had a place in Cedar Key. Her dad bought a condo before it was even developed. It was like the developer was going to make condos in Cedar Key, and her dad paid, I think, like $100,000 for this 2-bedroom condo. It's worth $1 million today. But anyways, it's right there on the water in Cedar Key. He probably bought it back in the 90s. Yeah. But anyways, they got one of those cages, crab cages, and they put chicken in it. When we get there, they put chicken in it. And the two boys, my Tyler when he was 4, and Ashton when he was little, me and Allison would go to her dad's condo, and the boys would get the cage, and they'd go down to the dock and put that big cage with chicken, old chicken, and by 4 o'clock, that whole basket was full of blue crabs, and oh my gosh, them boys would tear it up. Tear it up. It was so good, the crab. We'd make crab dip. It was so good, y'all. If you've never had blue crab, you've got to try it. Now, there are some things that I won't eat because I think they look disgusting, and that is crawdads. And I've tried them, and I have no desire. They don't taste that great to me. There's some people that like them. I'm not, maybe they're good with Cajun food. I don't know, but I've gone to some of these places where they have these big seafood broils, and I will push the crawdads to the side. I just did not. It's like I don't know if the meat was soggy. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I wasn't that fond of it. But everything else I like oysters, clams, mussels, mostly shell. I'll eat fish. I love fish, but I get sick of it. My favorite fish is black sea bass. It's sweet meat. I'm not crazy about anything that tastes fishy. So, black sea bass doesn't taste fishy. I love mullet. I love mullet dip, smoked mullet dip. I was just looking at something. You get all these ads, It's pop-ups. So, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Anyways, I don't know how I got on that. Because of crabs. But yeah, crabs are delicious. For stitch markers. But yeah, my dad, I can remember when I was a little girl, fishing off that coast, like Key West, that water's gorgeous out there. The other one I cut off. I know I've made more than one. I almost forgot something. No, I haven't. She misses him. No.
Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Oh! Sorry.
Sadie, be nice. Let me turn the hose off. I got her pool filled. Okay. No. She wants to go for a ride. Just pull it up right there. All right. Just back it up in the front yard. Back it up in the front yard. No, ma'am.
Just country girl living in the country.
Tiffany's moving her stuff in her house. I better take some Advil. I gave her a bath. She looks good when she has a bath. He's driving my future truck. Y'all, I love that truck.
Let me ask Justin. Does Grandpa ask if we can use that field?
I don't know. Well, now you got help. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Sadie. She's got this new thing. Right? Okay. Sit. Sit. She won't.